Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Herbert on first down now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And now,
touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action. Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The Steelers at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Here's Pollard again, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Looking for Austin, intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. After the pick-6, here's Pickett to try again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. That's complete to Troutman right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Danny Gray. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going for the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score. Chargers 28. Steelers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
He's got a man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here's Pickett.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Pickett back to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On 2nd and 10.
Pickett
taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 53 yards.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Boswell
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Herbert. Finding Gray on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well, and a first down. Here's Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Danny Gray with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. McCole Hardman. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Touchdown! Danny Gray, 55 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Pickett taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long for Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pollard going to try the right side. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pickett now from near his own goal line. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pickett right back to the air again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilant, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Pickett. And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment,
and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone now is Calais.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Pickett. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off play action, Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's complete left side to Gray.
And they work this out past the 25.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there